something. Shh. We shouldn't be talking about this.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha. Welcome to episode 23. For Spanish illiterate people, that would be 23.
Oh, I was so confused because you just stopped at the illiterate, and I was like, wouldn't it be literate? What?
Nah, for Spanish illiterate people, that's 23. And if you are Spanish illiterate, do some Duolingo. Duolingo for
Sponsor
any
us,
language.
Duolingo.
Facts, Duolingo. Give us a free account, Duolingo.
I love Duolingo.
Anyhow, let me
You can have a free
but I
account.
love Duolingo.
Only 5 hearts and stuff like.
Yeah.
You'd be limited sometimes.
So, something we were recently talking about, if we wanted to keep going on it, was hyperfixation of things. And I feel like everybody kind of has like little spurts of that every now and then. Like, so Tegan was talking about how she'll like hyperfixate on a certain meal and have it like every single day for weeks. I feel like for me, like I'll hyperfixate like on a TV show or something, and like I'll like deep dive binge into it, and then like it used to be really bad, like because then I would, after I'd like finish a show, it would almost feel like that little part of me got cut off, and then I'd like have to go in.
That's how
and,
I
like,
feel about books.
well, like, yeah, because then like I had to go in and I like do all like the interviews, I like look up all the interviews with like the cast and like all this sort of stuff, like look at like behind the scenes things, and like I would like try and like know everything and grasp everything I could, and then I'd find something else to hyperfixate on.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Do you rewatch shows over and over again?
I don't rewatch them over and over again, but there's times where like if I'm never in the mood to like watch something new, or like if I like just want to have a show on in the background like while I like do something else, I'll turn on a show that I have watched before, and then I'll kind of keep going back to that one and like keep going through the seasons.
Yeah.
But yeah, because like there's
I don't understand.
no, because there's quite a few shows I've rewatched, including anime shows. I don't know. I feel like the
Like,
first
I
time.
don't resonate with either of you.
Oh, okay.
Because, like, we were talking, like, I can't eat the same thing over and over again. I hate it. Like, it's the worst thing on earth. Like, I hate having leftovers because then that means I'll have to eat the same meal again. And that pisses me off.
Great. It means I don't have to cook again.
Yeah.
I just mean in general, though, whether it's from cooking, whether it's from eating out, I hate the idea of being, like, stuck into forcing, like in my mind, it's like, I have to eat that, otherwise it will go bad. And it's like, it's that idea that it's like, I hate it. And it's like I don't know, it's just like this idea of like, I'm being forced to do it, and therefore I don't want it to be.
This
and
is
it's
why
like,
you leave your
I
leftovers in the
freedom.
fridge for so long.
I want the
Interesting.
freedom.
I'm
I
always like,
don't
Sully, these
See,
are gonna
it was
bad.
a good thing when we were all living together and I wasn't vegan and
She just eat everything in
I
the
just
fridge.
eat everyone's food.
Yeah, without asking.
And then you would leave the juice behind, or
Yeah.
one bite and put it back in the
Because
fridge.
I ain't about them
And then-
dishes, y'all.
Yeah,
Someone
we know.
comes in
About them
and grabs it
dishes.
and goes, "Who left this in here?" And
I
then
will
you
literally
grab
never
it,
forget
and
the time I pulled something out. I think it was like a meat or something. It had been chicken or something. And I was like, oh, yeah, this is so good. Let me get some. And I was like, what is this? Literally just the leftover chicken juices in there. And I was like,
Because you could use that for something if you really
that's
wanted
exactly
to.
what you
He
said.
always says.
That's exactly
Felt like a
what you said. I was
waste.
like,
Just
who in
toss
the
it.
world wants to use this for literally anything, Jazrin?
Maybe you wanted that chicken flavor since there's no more chicken left, and you could use that to like season like some rice or what have you. But my other thought was, okay, so this is what would go through my head as I would start eating. I pull something out of the fridge, and it was usually, it's usually like I'm gonna warm something up, so I'm gonna snack on something else. So like, we all know it. Don't pretend like you don't know it.
No, I'm
I'm not
not.
even
I
talking to
think
you
it's
two.
funny.
I'm talking to whoever is
Oh,
potentially
okay.
listening. Don't pretend like you don't know. We all know.
Yes, we all do.
So you do that, and then you start eating that one thing while you're waiting for the other thing, and you realize, oh, I've eaten quite a bit of this one thing. Maybe other people are gonna want some. Whoops, there's only like a few bites left. Back in the fridge you go. And then no one can say I was selfish for not sharing.
I'm really guilty about doing that with mock duck, like during Christmas time and stuff. I'll put some in a bowl and put it in the microwave, and then while I'm waiting for it to warm up, I'll
Eat more of
continue
the cold
eating
mock duck.
the mock duck from the
I don't
container.
blame you. If you don't know what mock duck is and you live in Minnesota, go to Cub Foods. Go down the aisle.
No.
No,
Go
you'll get
to
big jars of it
the
from the
Dragon Star Market.
yeah.
There you
It's
go.
in Brooklyn
I was
Park.
more thinking for the people who maybe don't typically venture.
That's not my issue. You can venture this one time.
You
It's
can.
worth it because you
That's
get
true.
like 10 times the amount for like
That's
half
true.
the
You get a
cost.
lot more.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like it just makes more sense. And
That's
then
true.
this way, if you're one person or two people, you only need one can. You don't need 4 cans. You just need one. Okay?
That's so true.
Humongous
That's so
cans.
true.
Great job. Love it.
And you
Yes.
can put
Last time,
whatever
Mock
sauce you want
duck.
on it, and
whatever
it's
sauce, whatever your
delicious.
favorite
It
sauce is at
tastes
the time or
delightful.
whatever, just throw it on there. Tastes
Yeah.
great.
Boom.
Over
It's
some
yeah.
rice, boom. Add some
It's
veggies
awesome.
if you want them, whatever.
Yep.
Or eat it alone because
Or
it's
just
that
eat it by
good.
itself.
It is
Bro, so you know what?
So
Half the
good.
time it's just that good without sauce. Just heating it up.
I'll put
So I
some
don't know
sauce
about all that. Like I'd put sauce on it
on
then. Like it was
Okay, well I'm
good.
not
Just
picky.
don't like if you're gonna eat it, don't put a whole curry packet in it and think that that's how you make curry sauce.
Yes,
Just
seriously.
just a good idea, you know.
just a
And
thought.
whoever would think
Not
about
from
doing that,
experience.
maybe take some cooking classes because
Hmm
Lord knows why you would do something that stupid. Like it probably even said it
Um,
on the package. Use like a teaspoon or something.
yeah,
Like,
it really does. Say something along those lines. Yeah.
jeez. Like
Oh, gee, yeah.
instructions are there for a reason,
Because then you're gonna
people.
have to go and try and find coconut milk on a day where all stores are closed.
Yeah.
So then you wander into what was it? Like a
Yeah,
restaurant?
where
It was
did
an
they go?
Indian
They,
restaurant.
you.
I thought they went to
Oh, I see. You're
um
not trying to expose
A
yourself.
a
boba shop? What
boba
was
a
it? A
boba
boba
tea
shop?
shop.
Okay, it was boba.
Yeah.
To ask for coconut milk because all the
Mhm.
other stores were closed.
Yeah.
Because somebody dumped a whole curry packet into coconut milk and
Yeah,
thought that
again.
would be a good idea.
Did
Right.
you did
Trying
it
to
ever
ruin
get
Christmas
used
dinner
up
for
the
what reason?
leftover curry concentrate?
That's a great
I
question.
don't
Do we ever
know.
use that?
I don't feel like it did, so it probably got thrown
Mm,
away if I'm being real.
Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
that's fair.
But yeah, and also when you get this mock duck, right, you're gonna drain it. It sits in
Yep.
like a watery mist thing. You're
Yep.
gonna drain it, and then like if you don't like fat chunks and you prefer bite-sized things, you're gonna cut it up or tear it up.
Turn
It
it.
tears quite nicely,
Yeah.
and also
And it's
not
vegetarian and
it's
vegan.
exactly and vegan. It's delicious, so don't knock it till you try it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's called mock
That's
duck because it like has like the texture of duck. Like I would assume
Yeah.
I would
like
assume
it
so.
mimics
Yeah,
like the
something like
skin
that.
of like duck and stuff like I don't really know.
Or
Never
it's
had
just
How
like
duck.
a
how would you
replacer
describe the
for
taste? I don't even know.
I don't know. I mean, like it's a soy-based product, so I feel like
But it
it's kind of what
almost
you
feels
get out
like
of
it's
it.
like because soy is
I
not
feel like I would need
like
some right now to
like
be able to tell
fermented
you.
almost. Like not
It's
fermented, but
true.
like
Yeah. Just has like that
like
different flavor
soy
to it.
sauce, is darker and it like is fermented in a way. It
It
is
is? I
all
didn't know that.
All
there's a
I know
good
is it tastes good.
yeah, whatever. Just go try it and you'll
Yeah.
Just go
understand.
try it and yeah, figure it out yourself what it tastes like.
And
And
just
then if you have
grab a
extras
sauce
that
while
you
you're there.
don't want, hit these girls up.
Points to singular self.
I know.
It's because there's many, many
Okay,
voices.
buddy.
Okay.
But yeah, so back to like the fixations though, right? Like
Yes.
I don't get how people can eat the same thing over and over again and not get tired of it. Um, So I'm a person who like I want to have variety. I want to have options available to me. Like if I just ate something a week ago and you say, "Hey, should we get this again?" I'm gonna probably say no because we already had it. Like there are some restaurants that if I go there once, I won't want it for another month, if even.
Okay, see,
Dang.
I'm that way with, like, eating out. Eating out, I'm like, I don't want it if I've had it in the past week or 2 weeks or whatever. But when I
Really?
make food at home, I can eat the same thing over and over and over and over again. I don't know why. I think it's maybe just, like, you're going out and it's more of like a I don't wanna call it a luxury item, but it's more like a I don't know. I don't wanna have the same thing over I don't wanna go pay
Yeah,
for the same
it's
thing
like
over
yeah.
and
Okay,
over
but like
again.
for me, if I'm like going out and I'm just like getting fast food, I will like fixate on like a certain fast food, like Taco Bell. Like if I'm going to go get fast food, I'll like fixate and I'll just go to Taco Bell weeks in a row.
There are some
Give
places
me
that,
some
like,
nacho fries.
if I need something in a clutch or something, like, there are places that I could have like, Taco Bell would be fine because there's multiple options at Taco Bell. I could eat different things at Taco Bell, and I'd be happy, or, like,
Yeah.
I can't really think of another place. Taco Bell's probably about the only place.
Taco Bell's so good.
It is.
So good. I'm just saying, it's just yeah.
I feel like I only feel this way about desserts. I don't know why. Cause like,
Mm,
bro, as soon as I got my hands on the, I act as if they were out of stock or something like that. On the Wendy's Thin Mint Frosty,
Uh-huh.
mhm.
I
You
think about that, you
Yeah.
know? Like I just
Yeah?
think about
Yeah.
it, you know? And I had it like the other week, I think, and
Mm.
probably the week before that and the week before.
Yeah.
Like I could, that is one thing that I could have every single week and not be upset. Do I want it every day? No.
No. Yeah.
Every week I could have,
Hmm.
yes.
Ooh, did you ever try the,
Or the sorry, this is a weekly thing for me when I am like on campus for a while. The freaking Caribou raspberry white chocolate scone warmed up.
Oh, you
Sheesh.
did talk about this
Bro,
before, I feel like.
bro,
When
bro.
did
Yeah.
we
I
talk
had
about
that thing one time, okay? One time, like a few years ago, and like I thought about it to this day, okay? And now I get it every week because oh my gosh, it is just that good, okay?
That good.
Like, oh, I don't
That
know what it
good.
is. Like scones are supposed to
It's
be
the
dry, you know?
crack.
Like it do be dry because scones be dry, but it's
Yeah,
not like unbearably dry. Like it's still moist. It's still good. It's got
that's
the
good.
raspberries, got the
Yeah.
Nice. Ooh, just that good. Speechless.
I could have it more than once a week. I could have it more than one time in a day. Like
Dang.
it is good. If
You
you're not
know, I feel that. I feel that way about the, Starbucks, Danishes. They're, what's the
cheese
good ones?
Danish,
No, the good one, the sugar
I've
the
never
plum?
sugar
had them.
plum.
Those ones are good. So they're literally so good. Those I could now, I don't know if I could eat more than, like, 1 a day because they're sweeter for
Yeah,
me, but
they are sweeter.
I could
Yeah.
eat those. I could eat 1 a day. Those are good. Those are delicious.
No. But no, on the whole, like, man, I just don't. I mean, okay, and yeah, this is a me thing. I don't like cooking. So if I can make like a huge batch of something, like same with spaghetti, like I'm throwing the whole thing in the bowl or in the pot, I'm making the whole box. Because there are
Oh,
people
yeah.
out there who only make like part of the box and they like close that box back up. You
Nah.
know, nah, I just make the whole box because
Well,
if I'm making pasta, just make pasta and
yeah.
then
I will say the only time I
technically
do that
better for
like
you as leftovers.
Costco has the ginormous box of, like, Bonza pasta,
Hmm.
and you could not make that the whole thing. Like, you literally I don't think your pot could hold that
Hold all that, yeah.
much. So that's
You do
the only
multiple
time I have
batches.
it.
But yes.
But yes, it's a normal size, like, one, then I just make it and I'm like, I'm gonna eat it till it's gone.
Mhm.
Yeah, except for like Kraft mac and cheese. Like shout out Kraft mac and cheese because you do be good. But like
That
that,
serving
I
size?
eat the
Not right.
whole box.
Oh yeah,
Facts.
I could eat the
Like
whole box.
there ain't enough for more than one person. It's one.
No. Like, one box is one serving. That is a, like, household knowledge. Like, unless you're a child, then you may
Yeah.
be able to get, like, one like, a few servings in a box.
Yeah.
But if you are an adult, one box, one serving. That's how that goes.
Yeah.
Also,
Have you guys?
add more cheese and
Yes,
add like
cheese
peas or corn or both.
and
If
black
you
pepper.
and
Black pepper.
fresh cracked. Okay, don't get the pre cracked. No, fresh crack. The D crack. Okay,
Mm, mm.
and add sausages, whether it's plant-based or
Yes.
normal. Add okay.
Elevate
Like
elevate your
you
dish.
need to do it. Okay, you don't
You
understand.
do.
Okay,
Not your hot dogs. Add
no
the sausage,
sausages,
please.
like the Italian
Sausage.
sausages, a little spicy. Okay, it's what you want, along with the corn or the peas, whatever you done, put it up in there. Okay, because then you get the sweet, the salty, oh, and the cheesy, and oh, so good.
Just like that.
Like
Just like
literally,
that.
it's being gourmet without being gourmet. Okay,
Yeah.
and it doesn't take that much work. So just do
There you
it.
go. Just do it.
You'll never go back.
Like Nike says. Just do it. Just do it. Just do
Yeah.
it.
Have you guys tried the Goodles? Well, you probably haven't, judging, because I think they came out while you're vegan. You have tried them, Sully? I
Yeah, we
like
tried
those
them
too.
together, I thought.
What are those?
And they have more flavors. They're like higher protein, higher fiber, so they're like good for you noodles. That's
Like
why they're called
mac and cheese
goodles.
mostly, yeah.
Yeah.
But they
Like
taste similar to Kraft mac and cheese to me, but they have more flavors. Like they have what is it?
Cacio
Cacio
pepe.
pepe. Oh, I love cacio
well,
pepe.
like what's it made out of?
Oh, I don't remember.
I don't know.
So yeah.
Probably just more natural
Good
ingredients, I would
good
imagine.
stuff, you know? Thumbs up.
Tastes really good to me.
Yeah, like I was more asking like why wouldn't I have eaten it if like it came
Oh,
with
There's
because the
meat?
dairy and
sauce
stuff
is
in it.
still dairy in it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's why. Maybe they'll come
Yeah.
out with the vegan version someday.
Down the
They
line,
should.
yeah, for sure. Expand their market.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like that's food, right? But then like going to the TV show thing, I despise watching the same show over.
Oh, me too.
Like, okay, to a certain degree. Like, if it's a good show, then like, okay, like Criminal Minds,
Oh,
I have watched that not all the way through because I've never seen like the last two seasons or whatever because it wasn't on
yeah.
Netflix. So,
Yeah, me
oh
too.
well. But I've watched like 1 through 13 twice, right? See, and
Yeah.
that's like still not that much. Like I've only watched it twice. I like it's rare that I'll watch. Like it's just rare for me to be like I care enough about a show to watch it again when I know that
Yeah.
there's shows similar to with slightly different plot lines, a little bit more like I don't know exactly what's gonna happen next. And so it's like I'd rather just go and watch that and
Yeah.
like be able to say, "Oh yeah, I've seen that show. Let me talk about it with you." You know. When it comes to anime though, it's a little bit different. Like there's like 3 shows that I've seen multiple times. I think like 1 or 2 of them I've watched either 2 or 3 times, and the other one I've seen probably like 5 times. I'm not even gonna lie. But then again, it is
That's
like my
surprising me
comfort
for you.
anime. It is Given. So if you were here last time, you would know that I stand on Given no matter what. You can't even play with me on that one. Like it's my comfort anime. So it's like if I just watched a sad anime, I will immediately go and binge watch Given because it just heals my soul.
Mm.
If
That's
I
fair.
just watched an anime that's not gonna have another season and they just cut it off, I will go and watch Given because it has me complete. Okay?
That's
Okay, but that one makes sense. Given's short, so like
Yeah.
yeah.
that makes
Yeah.
sense to binge. I don't think I've ever watched a show more than twice.
Mm.
I can't think of very like honestly, I don't think I've ever watched a show fully through more than once.
Mm,
I've I've started rewatching shows and then I don't get very far into it. I think the only thing is I'm rewatching Grey's Anatomy right
okay.
now,
Yeah.
and
Yes, we
I'll
watched that too.
probably finish that because I'm watching it with Noah. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
if I was
Thing is though, like sometimes like especially like once you finish a show and you're like that was really good, and then you're like I don't want to start another, like, because like shows like you're investing time into it, like especially a new show, and you're like I don't even know if I'm gonna like it or not, if it's going to be good or not.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just nice to like fall back on the shows that you're like I know this is good, and know I love this one. And sometimes it's just nice
Mm.
to rewatch shows rather than like
see,
venture out into the unknown.
see, what I'd rather do and what I do instead is rewatch a movie if I can't find something to watch,
Mm,
because then I know I don't have to fully invest like watching seasons worth of a show, and it'll be done in like an hour and a half to 2 hours. Um, and I've seen it before, so like I know, like I can have that completeness solely. That's what I do instead. I've rewatched plenty of movies.
okay. Yeah, no. Like I'll start rewatching a show and I don't always like finish it all the way through. Like I might get like a season or two in and then I'll be like, okay, I'm chill. And then I'll stop watching it.
Hmm,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
I feel like it happens more with movies that I like rewatch them, but not because on purpose, just because somebody threw it up on the TV and it happens to be more interesting than my homework. So
That's true.
That one's fair.
Gotta say most things are
yeah,
more interesting than homework.
Yeah.
but like I feel like with like the whole like not wanting to watch new shows or like maybe read a new book or whatever it is, it's like getting comfortable with not finishing it. Like just
Mm,
because you've invested time in it just doesn't mean you have to finish it.
Mhm.
I feel like that's very much like a thing, you know? It's like,
that's
oh,
true.
Yeah.
you've invested all this time in it, you might as well finish it.
Finish it. Yeah.
Or you've already taken the energy to start it, you might as well finish it or
Yeah.
whatever. But
I
it's
feel
like,
like that happens a lot more with movies though, because like they're shorter in an extent, and it's like, well, like I gotta know how it ends, you know? No? Okay.
no, because it really doesn't take that much energy to finish a movie.
Right.
So
That's what I'm
it's like, even if, but I'm saying like, even if the show that I go off and start isn't good, getting comfortable with being okay with not finishing it
Mm.
oh, I
is
get
for
you. Yes.
me what allows me to be like, okay, I'm gonna go watch this show. Okay, I'm gonna go watch this show. Like, because I'm fine if I don't finish it. Like it's
Mhm.
Yeah,
fine. It's what makes me comfortable with starting a new book or whatever. It's like
I get what you
even
mean.
if I don't like it, I can just stop reading it. Like
Yeah.
it's okay.
Right.
It's not gonna be the end of the world.
No.
Because like with a movie, it's like if you start that, like you might as well
Might as
finish
well
it.
just
Unless if
finish
you
it.
have watched like the first 5 minutes and then you're like, yeah, no,
Yeah.
this ain't it,
No.
man.
Right. But if you're like an hour in, just
Mhm.
even
Just
if you
finish
don't
it.
pay a whole like your if you don't give it your whole attention, doesn't matter. Just get to the
Heck,
end.
you could
Yeah.
go it on 2 times speed if you want. Like, just
You
skip to the
could.
ending.
You could.
That
Yes.
one's hard for me for books though. I
I
honestly
figured
didn't
it was.
realize people didn't finish books until like I like on social media people would be like, "Oh yeah, that was on my DNF." Like or like I DNF'd that, like did not finish, I guess.
Mm,
Yeah.
And like there have been books that I've started and then I'm like this is like too slow for me or something, so I put it to the side and read something else and then I go back to it.
Mm.
But I, like, always intend to finish a book if I've started it. It's so weird to me that people just like, I just decided to stop reading this. I'm not gonna read it." Like, it's so weird.
Fair though.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but it's just like you've already started it, and like, aren't you curious at a little bit how it's gonna end or like what's gonna happen? I mean,
I mean,
No?
maybe, but like the curiosity of finding a better book, I feel like overweighs that.
Because it's like there's so many books out there that I could not possibly read them all in my lifetime. Why on earth am I going to waste part of it reading a book I don't care to finish?
That's true.
Yeah.
Like, or sometimes it's like you get a book because let's be real, you're reading the back of the cover and deciding if you want to read it.
Yeah.
And
Or
so
just
it
looking at a cover.
Yeah,
sounds a lot or looks a lot more intriguing than it turns out to be. Or
right.
you thought you wanted to learn more on a topic and it's like about that topic, or it's a biography and you
Mhm.
thought that person was interesting. And then it turns out they're not interesting. It turns out the topic wasn't interesting.
Yeah.
You don't gotta finish the book because let's be real,
That's true.
if you learn you don't care, then the book's done enough for you.
That's fair. That's a
It's
good point.
taught
That's
you that
very
you
valid.
don't care.
That's a good
That's
point.
Look at that. Now
yeah.
move on and go find something you do care about.
Yep,
It's just like college.
that is
You're
true.
not going to stick with your major just because you've started college. Or at least I sure hope you don't.
Yeah.
Change your major.
Some people
Find
do.
something you care about.
Yes,
Yeah, and they're going to end up
that is
depressed
true.
and lonely later on in life.
Yeah. Honestly, oh my gosh. This is the kind of goes towards some things that are happening right now in like the medical field. Like there's lots of people who like finish residency or don't even finish residency and they're like, I'm quitting medicine. Like it's just or like there's this one girl I follow and she like helps like pre-med students apply to medical school.
Mhm.
And she's literally graduating this year. And this fall, she's like, I'm quitting medicine. I'm not going to go to residency. I'm not going to go through match. And I was just like, what?
That's like the
you,
money investment. You follow through with that.
invested time and money into medical school, and she's still in school right now so she can graduate. And I'm like,
Yeah,
girl, what are you going to do?
insane. It's
Like,
insane.
but like there's literally so many people doing that right now and I'm like I cannot imagine. But I mean it kind of goes to your point, like if you realize it's
Yeah,
not for
it's not
you,
what.
why are
Yeah,
you gonna I mean I guess it's a little different if you're like massively in debt and you invested all that time and it's like you might as well just finish it out at that point.
yes. Which is also where free college comes in. Let's get on that train, guys. Let's get on that train, America. And
Not
also
gonna
where our whole conversation, however many episodes back, about not having to enter the workforce or go even like right into college right after high school, being
happen.
able to like travel and figure out your life and
Mhm,
see what you want to do, experience things, because things might spark a bit of joy that you might not have known
mhm,
about.
mhm.
And maybe that girl would have found out 6 years before investing her life into medicine
Yeah,
that
maybe.
that was not her route. And that would have saved her six figures as well.
Yeah.
Because that's a heap amount of debt she got racked up just to be like,
Yeah.
U-turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
But
if she is this popular on whatever
Yeah,
platform
that's
she's on,
true.
then she's
Yeah.
probably
yeah,
Got
and
her
she has
side
probably
little
her own
all caught
business.
off.
she has her own company selling like
That's true.
guides and stuff for pre-med students and stuff. So,
There you go.
I mean, she's probably making money. I'm sure she's still going to be in massive debt for a while, but
Yeah.
do what you want to do, I guess. But like, I've heard so many times, like, oh, it's so crazy that you only get like a year in medical school to figure out like what specialty you want to do before you have to
Hmm.
like apply. But like, if you think about it, that's kind of the same with everyone. You're like expected to figure out in your junior senior year of high school
Yeah.
what you think you might want to do for the rest of your life and what major that can apply to that so that you can do that in
Yeah.
college. Like,
And what college better suits that major too.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, why are we putting so much pressure on people so young to figure these things out?
Like brain's not even developed, bro.
Right. Like, that's so crazy to me. I think my
Like,
one pet peeve about the medical field is, like, you can't just, like, go and change your specialty if you wanted. Like, you'd have to go all the way back to
that
residency and
yeah,
start over, which is, like, just I mean, like, how are you supposed to
yeah,
but people
yeah,
need more time in their life to figure out what their career is and what they truly wanna do and how they wanna fit into that. Like, because like, you could say, "Oh, I wanna be in the cooking industry," but in what way? There's so many different ways you could be in the cooking industry, like,
yeah, that's a good
it's
point.
beyond me.
Yeah, I hear you. And like, okay, I feel like this actually just like has a lot to do with like American society and like just like the
Mhm.
way like it's structured here that like you grow up and you reach 18 and you move out. And then you try and have your own place and do everything from there. And then like
Yeah.
that whole repetition keeps going. Whereas in like so many other cultures, like grandparents, parents, kids, like they're living all
Mhm.
together, you
Yeah.
know? And so like so much of like a normal workload that like we put on individuals here in America like is like united as one, you know? And so then I feel like you have more flexibility to like be able to like change your mind. And I feel like that like timeline where it's like I need to figure my stuff out like now because I need to get a job that'll pay the bills and la da 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 da. Whereas like when you're in like that like close knit community kind of deal, you don't like have that early onset timeline pressure because it's like, well, I'm still being supported by my family. I can like work a part time job, still contribute to stuff, you know,
Mhm.
and like still figure things out.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I feel like I mean again like we'd have to like ask someone else who has like grown up in that kind of environment or like
Yeah.
around that kind of stuff. But
Right.
I don't know. I feel like that definitely escalates that like pressure to find a career, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. There's a lot of things about our society, it's just, like,
Yes.
pressure on pressure on pressure, like
Like a whole episode on it.
Oh, yeah. Really good. Really
Maybe
good.
next time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they said
Yeah.
normalizing like not doing a job just because that's where the money is
Yes.
Yeah.
would be a thing.
Mhm.
Because it's like I know a lot of people say, "Oh, do what you love. Don't do whatever you think will make you the most money or make you that whatever." Um, because it's like genuinely, if you find something that you love, and if you can hone your own skill and technique
Mhm.
to a degree that is desired by everyone,
Mhm.
you will make money.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
the only way you're going to be passionate enough and dedicated enough to get to that point is if you're doing something you love.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's like, even if you
Agree.
do make money and you're not doing something you love, you're not going to be desired by many people.
Right.
You're just going to be doing the same thing over and over again and doing it adequately enough that you make money.
Right.
Yeah. You're just gonna
So
be like
it's
kind of
like,
stuck in a rut.
Yep.
Yeah.
so you find the thing you love, you do it really well,
Mhm.
people will want to be around you, support you,
Mhm.
and you will make money. You will be able to live.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, it will take time, and that's the thing is nobody has patience anymore. Like, it's not gonna happen overnight. You can't be like, "Oh, I'm super passionate about writing," and then hope that the next day
You're an
that all of a
author.
sudden you're making thousands of millions
You're
that's
New
not gonna
York's
happen.
number 1 bestseller.
Like, it's gonna take time. You need to put in the effort to put down letters and words on a page and
Yeah.
make sure the story is cohesive and there aren't
Yes.
any
But
flaws.
it's
Like,
like it's that
it's
whole
time.
instant gratification thing
Yeah.
Mhm.
and
Oh,
you
it's so
know,
big in our
and
society.
honestly, I feel like it partially stems from the fact that like especially like more like our generation and stuff like that, like had the participation awards and stuff, like, all you had to do was, like, show up
Yeah.
and you got recognized for something,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Good job! You did awesome!" And you're kinda just like, "Wow, I had the thought to, like, write a book, and I put a few sentences on a paper.
Where's my praise?
Participation award."
Right, yeah.
You know? So
Right. Well, on top of that, we have so many things where it's like, "Oh, I want this." Go on my phone, click, click, click. Oh,
Click,
it'll be
yep,
here in a day or 2.
yep,
Like, we have so many things that are just like, "Oh, I wanna watch this show or movie. Let me just pull it up on my TV right now."
mhm, yeah.
Like
You don't have to go to Blockbuster anymore or go rent
right,
it from Redbox.
right, or sit and watch commercials, like, people
Yeah,
don't have to endure
record
this.
it. It looks like it
Yeah.
doesn't come on until April 22nd at 7 PM.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we had to do that.
Yep.
Like, it's just such a different world, and I can't even imagine what, like, the kids who are being born and raised now are gonna be like in, like,
Right?
10, 20 years, like,
Scary.
it's kinda scary, I won't lie. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. How much, like, they'll just, like, sway everything. But, like, also just, like, how many things will honestly, like, almost, like, go extinct or, like, obsolete
Mm,
because it's not something that can be, like, instant. You can go
mm,
grab it. You can order it quickly, like,
mhm.
all these sorts of things. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what didn't even occur to me until today when I was on Instagram per usual? Um, but that Google might become, like, I don't know if I wanna say obsolete, I'm sure it will always be there, but
Yeah.
not as prevalent because people are just gonna turn straight to AI, and AI can
Yeah.
pull
And
literally
they'll just ask,
anything
like,
from the
whatever's
internet.
on the phone. Yeah.
Isn't that
Does
crazy?
Google still make their phones? Like, are those still a thing anymore? You know how
I
there's,
would
like,
think
the Google
I
so.
don't
Pixel?
know, actually. Yeah, 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 I remember that. I
Like,
actually have no idea. That's a good
yeah.
question. I would imagine they probably
'Cause,
still
like,
do.
I know they're also, like, trying to, like, stem out into other things and,
Yeah, like their
like,
car
do, like,
and
the
stuff.
self-driving cars, like, they've been trying to do that for a while and stuff like
They
that.
have done it.
But yeah.
'Cause,
Yes,
I
that's
I
true.
told you guys when I was out in California,
Oh,
and
yes,
there was a couple
yes.
times I saw literally
Self-driving
nobody in
cars.
the front seat, and you're like,
Weird.
"That's on the street with me. That's
Yep.
crazy."
Yeah. Creepy. Yeah. But then,
But
like,
also,
I don't know.
like another thing about like gratification, like instant gratification,
Mhm.
and like the whole like analogy of like being a bestseller right away after you decide you want to write books is like
Yeah.
people have like shown how one hit wonders,
Mhm.
if like
Mhm.
those tend to be people's like first, like if it's like their first song and it's a hit, they
Mhm.
tend to just
It's
drop off
true.
the face of the earth.
Yeah.
Black or was it Friday? It's Friday. Friday. Gonna
Don't get us
Sorry. Yep,
copyrighted.
I know, I realized that.
um,
Yeah, I
like
know.
somebody that I used to know.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, and like there's countless of other ones
Yeah.
out there,
Oh, so
but
many,
Yes,
it's
yeah.
like it was their first song, it blew up, and then
blew
boom,
up.
Yeah.
there's
Yeah,
nothing else. There's
it's
nothing else
true.
of them.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
it's just like that idea of like if like as soon as you get to the market, whatever you put out there first is your best that you can do. It's like
Mhm.
no one's gonna care after you've done your best.
No.
Not to say you shouldn't always try your hardest, but like
Right.
Oh,
to say
right,
that like
yes.
you can't just succeed right away all the time. And like
Right.
No.
sometimes when you do, that's not a good thing.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like Stephen King, one of the probably biggest authors now,
Oh, yeah.
got rejected by so many publishing
Yeah.
Yeah,
companies
companies.
when he was younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, bro struggled to get a book
Oh,
published.
yeah.
Yeah.
And now publishing companies would be like, please, please, please
Mhm.
let us, please. Like,
Yeah.
so it's like you gotta realize that things take time. And
Yeah.
bro
Yeah.
is what, like six, seven,
60s?
seven,
He's
16,
probably,
60.
almost 70s by now, or in his 70s at this point, yeah.
Hmm.
And it wasn't until probably 10, 15 years ago, I'd say,
Dang.
Yeah.
that he
Well,
probably
yeah.
started to get more popular, like in his 50s. But he was writing. He been writing for a long time before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he didn't
So
give up. That's the biggest thing is like
that
he
Exactly.
didn't
is.
give up.
Because you
Yeah.
never know.
You
Right.
don't.
You never know when all of a
Yeah.
sudden it's gonna be like, hold up, guys, wait a
Someone will
minute.
recognize you. Yeah.
Mhm.
This person has
Or
talent.
take a chance. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, same thing with Disney though. He was told he was unimaginative,
Which is so funny.
which is hilarious. Yeah.
It's so crazy to
It's so
me.
funny. I
Yeah.
know.
Because it's like that
Yeah.
is the most imaginative, you would think. Like,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Him or
childhood.
Dr. Seuss, honestly. Like, yeah. But then, like, I mean, going back on like the whole like that Stephen King's older, and I don't even know if I'm gonna get the person right, but there's some like fashion designer. I want to say Vera Wang, but I don't think that's it. But it's someone like that who like literally had like like didn't become like a famous like fashion designer until like her 40s or 50s,
Mm.
and like all of a sudden like started making a whole bunch of money. And it's just kind of like it just kind of goes to show like, yeah, maybe it doesn't happen right away early in life like it did for some other people, but maybe your time's coming. Maybe it's coming.
Yeah. Yeah. But I feel like that also shouldn't deter people then like from changing up what they were doing. Like if you're like bored of your office job and you're like in your 40s, don't let that deter you from deciding to start something new because you can literally accomplish anything when at whatever age you want.
Yeah. So,
and
Life is short,
also,
bro.
like, people who have a hobby and have an office job, like, maybe think about, hey, this hobby of mine, could I turn it into a full-time job?
Mhm.
hmm
Right.
Because people do that, and then they're like,
you do.
wow, this is wonderful. Now,
hmm
don't get me wrong, if you feel like you'd turn out to hate your hobby after doing it
Yes.
like that, then
Yeah.
maybe don't do it.
Don't
Keep
do
it
it.
as your hobby.
Right.
Yes.
But like, hey man, if you're
Or
like,
just do it
wait a
part
minute,
time.
this would be amazing to do for other people as well,
Yeah.
then go for it. Give it a shot.
Might what?
Right.
Yeah. Might as well. Worst the world can say is no, and you're just back where you started.
Yep.
hmm
It's the
It's
worst they
gonna
can
be
say.
okay, guys.
Yep.
Speaking of the worst they can say is no. For all my women out there, ask for those raises. Okay? When you get a job offer, ask for a higher number. No, because it's statistically proven that women don't ask for these things. And
Mhm.
that's why they don't get as many raises or bonuses and stuff like that. And men constantly ask for it. So you show up to work, you do your job, just like every other guy in that building does. Ask
You
for
know,
your money, honey.
ironically, me and Noah just watched the Grey's Anatomy episode where Bailey makes Meredith chief of
Ah,
general surgery and gives her like a lowballed salary,
offer.
and
Yeah.
Meredith like thinks nothing of it until she shows it to like Maggie and Torres and
Yeah.
stuff, and they're like,
Like,
"Hmm,
huh?
hmm,
Yeah.
we get paid a lot more than this."
Yeah.
And then she has to be like, "I deserve more than this, Bailey," and she's like, "Yeah, you do. You
Yes.
just had to ask."
Yes.
So yeah, be like Meredith and
But s-
go ask for more money.
be like Meredith.
Real.
Just that one part of Meredith, though. You don't have to take on her.
Yeah, we don't need to do some of the other things
Yeah.
that she chooses to do.
No.
Those are scary and weird.
She just has like this victim mentality, but that's a
Oh
whole
yeah,
other thing. Yeah.
yeah. Oh
Sorry,
my gosh,
Meredith.
you could analyze
Like
so much about Grey's Anatomy.
you could. You could. Maybe that could be another app.
Speaking of which, if you haven't watched Good American Family, you guys should watch it. Although there's only like 3 episodes out right now, but
Yeah, no,
I
never
need
seen
someone
it.
to talk about it with.
Sorry.
It's
I'll have to watch it.
wild. It's literally wild from the beginning.
Ooh, okay.
Mm.
What's it on?
Like, they don't hold back. And it's on Hulu, I think, so that's the only problem. Or HBO. I always get those two mixed up.
Either one, we don't have.
Yeah.
And isn't it Max now, not HBO?
Yeah. What'd you say?
So isn't it Max now, not HBO?
Isn't it HBO?
I don't know.
Like, people just call it Max, but it's HBO Max?
Oh no, like it was called HBO Max, but then I think they just changed it to Max, and they dropped the HBO.
Well, I still get them confused because in my mind they both start with an H. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not that long, HBO and Hulu. So I'm always like, honestly, I don't know which one's which. There's too many. Can they all just combine? This is the one thing.
That's called TV, Tegan. That just like goes right back
Well,
to your like
that was
cable
called a
TV.
monopoly.
This is the one thing I'd be okay with a monopoly for. Give me a
Why?
monopoly. Because then
Bruh,
I gotta pay
Yeah.
one subscription
Bruh,
fee and I can have
You're
access to
literally
everything.
just going back to cable. You're literally just going back to cable.
Without the commercials.
You have to pay extra for no ads.
I don't care. At least
On
I'd be
some
paying
streaming
one
platforms, yeah.
fee.
It'd be a crappy expensive fee.
Yeah. Because they
Okay,
would
then at
just
least
make
give
it
me
like
the
10
option
times more
to
expensive.
bundle everything.
Some companies do give you the
Yeah.
option to bundle
Like
most
Disney
things.
and Hulu, they like to be bundling
Or
these
even
days.
like phone carriers give you the option to bundle these things in with your phone packaging. Like, and mind you, like most
Click
shows
for free.
and movies appear on multiple platforms.
Yeah, most.
Yes.
Not all. That's the problem. Like, there's a
Correct.
show I really want to watch that I think is on HBO. And no one has it. And so I can't watch it. I'm really sad.
I mean, maybe if it is created by them, like Netflix creates shows and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's literally, I tried to find it on somewhere else. I
If you
even
care
tried to
that
get
much, then do a free trial. Hello.
it. No, I don't want to pay for anything.
What part about free trial doesn't make sense?
It lasts for like a week, then it's gone.
And
That
then
means
you
I'd have to watch the
cancel
whole
it.
show in a week.
Yeah, then you do that.
I
It's called
can't.
binge watching.
I don't have
Literally.
time to binge watch, bro.
Well, then you wait until you have the time.
When will that be?
I don't know. And personally, I don't care because you can just watch a different show. Like, if one show is that important to you, then that's your own prerogative. Like, you might as well be willing to spend the money for a month to watch the show. Because if it's really that important, you would do it. But if you ain't doing it, then it clearly ain't that important.
It's not that important.
Exactly. Exactly.
I gotta come at me like this.
But the best thing to do is snuggle up on your couch with a blankie and tub of ice cream. And also, do you know how liberating it is to just grab your ice cream and a spoon and eat? You don't need no mug, no cup, no bowl, no nothing. Just you, yourself, spoon, ice cream. Boom, TV.
Yes. Bro,
Like,
it's amazing.
It is awesome. I will say, like, especially because like my ice cream comes like in those little,
pints.
little pints
Yeah.
or whatever. Sometimes, like when I don't want to like hold the ice cream container, I'll put just like the container in a mug and then just hold the mug and eat.
Smart.
Smart. Yeah.
And then you're not warming it up with your hand temp.
No. Or getting my hand
Whoa,
cold.
that's brilliant. Wait, no, that's actually brilliant though. Also, I always thought Ben and Jerry's was overrated, but that was also just because like we always got like the cheapest ice cream because you get usually more
Yep.
for
Yep.
it.
Yep.
So it was like when other ice creams were like 2 for $5 or like 2 for $4, but like now they're like 2 for $8. Hello, what do you mean? What? Yeah, inflation be crazy, dog. And Ben and Jerry's pints were like what, like $5 a piece? And so they were expensive. Now they're like $7, might I say? And that's on sale. Yeah, yeah. Anyways, but once you actually have one,
That good?
you low key don't want to go back.
Do you know what I learned though? Is that like so, Ben and Jerry are the people like who started the company, and I don't remember which one it was, but one of them like had like a condition like where they couldn't taste flavors very well. And so they'd add the big chunks into it to provide texture
I feel
because
like I
he
heard
couldn't.
that too.
Yeah. And so like that's how like they have like their whole little signature, and there's like
Hmm.
big chunks and stuff like that
Because it's
in their ice
genuinely
cream.
like the best part. It's
It
because
is.
like it's like whenever you go to places that like do like I don't know what word like ice cream with mix-ins
Like Cold
because
Stone?
they well I was thinking like Dairy Queen places like that like
Okay.
blend it, but I
Oh,
didn't
gotcha.
know how to say it without saying their own thing because they're all different.
Yeah.
Because what like you have
Like a
concrete
blizzard.
blizzards,
Yeah. Oh, because like Culver's and stuff.
custard, like yeah, like they
Yeah.
all have their own
Yeah, that's
specific
true.
thing.
It's just some sort of
No,
blended.
I learned that Dairy Queen, they call them blizzards because they can't call it ice cream because it doesn't like meet the
That's true for
criteria.
most things.
Huh?
That's true for a lot of
Wait.
It's not about the ingredients. It's like about the percentage of ingredients because they
oh, their
mix their
mix-ins
ice
are
cream
more.
like crazy,
Oh,
and so there's like a ton of air or something in it. So like the proportion
really?
is just like off, so it's not allowed to be called ice cream or something. That's why when they flip it upside down, it stays in the cup and stuff.
But it don't feel that fluffy. It don't feel light. It feels hefty.
But that's because they put so many mix-ins to the thing. I feel like
Bro, oh,
the Dairy
that
Queen's
brownie.
good.
What is it? It's like the brownie batter one. No, the chocolate
No,
extreme one.
yeah.
That one.
Oh, mm,
Oh,
and then you get to the
oh,
bottom, and all the extra chocolatiness is just at the
it's so good.
so good. I always, every time I go to Dairy Queen, I look at the menu and I'm like, maybe I'll have something different this time.
No.
And then it's like, no, no, I'm gonna have the chocolate extreme, as always.
However, though, okay, but anyways, what I was going to say
Sorry.
about all these places, though, is most of them, like to your point, they blend it too much.
Yeah,
And then I have no chunks. And
yeah.
I
I
want
like
my
the chunks.
chunks.
I like
I
the chunks.
want
Yeah,
my chunks. Give me my chunks.
yeah.
Otherwise, I'm upset. Because, like, whenever I ask for, like, cheesecake in it, then it's like half the places want to blend it so much, I don't got no cheesecake chunks. And I want my cheesecake chunks because I love cheesecake, okay? So give me my chunks of cheesecake.
I think she loves cheesecake.
Cheesecake is so good. And I
It
don't know why
is
people
really
hate
good.
on it. I don't know why people hate on it so much. Like, it's
Who
good.
hates on cheesecake?
People don't like cheesecake, and I don't get it. And they're like, "Why would you like cheese as a cake?" Hello, no, it's delicious. Cream cheese is freaking delicious, man.
What is wrong with these
Go on a
people?
whole rant about that, bro. But anyways, so yeah, if I hate with those things is that they blend it too much, and then I don't get my chunks. I want my chunks, and Ben and Jerry's gives me my chunks, and I love the freaking chunks. And then they also have like their line of topped ones, which have just like this fat, chunky layer of just chocolate on top. And you just
That
like
sounds good.
through it,
Yeah,
and then chocolate.
that sounds good.
So good. So good.
Speaking of a layer of chocolate, I literally saw someone make chocolate chip cookies in like those round cake pop molds, you know? You know what I'm talking about? They're just like disc shaped basically. Okay?
Wait, aren't cookies already disc shaped?
No, but like perfectly disc shaped. Like a hockey
Okay.
puck kind of
Okay.
disc shaped.
Okay.
Okay. And so then they put a fat layer of chocolate on top and let it set and then popped it out, and it was just like this disc cookie, chocolate chip cookie with layer of chocolate on top, and I was like, "You're onto something. That sounds good to me. You're thinking
Yeah,
about
no, like that would be delicious.
it." Okay.
So like,
Yeah, I'm also trying to think like if anyone's ever done this before.
would
Probably.
it?
But I've also seen someone who decided to make, have you seen those people who make chipless chocolate chip cookies or whatever they call
No,
them?
no, that's just so disrespectful. Like I actually despise that. Like what is wrong with you? You
No, I
literally
know.
no, like you ruined the entire point of it. Like you took away the good part of a chocolate chip cookie.
Right.
What like it's
But
just a
okay,
cookie.
but
There's no
I
chocolate chip,
saw
it's just
someone
cookie.
make a chipless chocolate chip cookie and then dip the bottoms of the cookie in chocolate. And I was
Then
like,
what was the
"Bro,
reason? What was the
what?
reason?
Just put the chocolate chips
Was it so
in
there's like an
so they
even
get
amount of
gooey and
chocolate
melty."
like with each bite, or like
I guess,
they
but
didn't
like
care for
it's
like
all
the
on the
oh.
bottom then. It's
Okay,
just
but like my thing is like I don't know what it is, but like when the chocolate chips or chunks, mind you, chunks are better. Get
chunks.
yourself your own chocolate bars and cut them up and use that instead. It melts better. It just is better.
It
Okay,
is
quality
superior.
higher. Okay, just do it.
Mm.
Anyways, but like it like stays melty longer.
Yeah, it's just
Where
better.
like I feel
Yeah.
like that's why I was like questioning if I really want like a layer of chocolate on top because it's like that'll just set as chocolate. I want my chocolate like with my cookie, you know? Whereas that would just feel like chocolate and cookie rather than chocolate
Mm,
cookie.
that's
Mm.
fair. I'd rather dip my chocolate chip cookie in like fudge or something. Sounds good.
Oh,
That sounds.
Sounds like a lot of
Oh, have you
chocolate.
guys had the Dubai chocolate? Oh, you probably
I
haven't tried it.
have.
You have,
Haven't.
Tilly?
I have, yeah.
Okay, I saw someone make a Dubai brownie. So they made brownies, and they
Oh,
put the Dubai thingy in the middle.
pistachio phyllo dough,
Yeah,
yes.
and then they put a layer of chocolate on top. And I was like,
Oh, you see, I think I'd be more down for that because I'm sorry, I might get hate for this, but like I'm not like crazy about the Dubai chocolate. I've had it with the strawberries. That is delicious, okay? But just on its own, I'm like, you're just giving me crunchy chocolate. Like that's all this is giving is textural chocolate. That's all this
Hmm.
yeah,
is for me. Like the pistachio flavor is not strong enough to do anything.
yeah, it's not, yeah,
So which it's
yeah,
just overpriced crunchy chocolate.
yeah, it's fair.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry if I ruined it. But like
No, no. The brownies though look really good, and it wasn't like the chocolate set, like it was a fudgy chocolate on top, so it was like a
see now
little
that would be
still.
different because now I've got like textural brownies and I've never had
Mhm.
that before.
Yeah, but you're right.
Whereas like
I would
crispy
rather
chocolate's
make
been
the
around.
pistachio cream because every time I see it, people are like buy the pistachio cream, and I feel like if you made it, it could be so much more flavorful.
Yeah,
Hmm.
honestly.
We'll have to make it and use like coconut milk so Jasmine can have some.
Yeah.
But I don't think she can have the whatever the cake.
It's
Bless
Bless
you.
phyllo
you.
dough. Thank you.
Yeah,
It's
but it's
phyllo
like
dough. That's what it
butter
is.
and stuff, and isn't it?
They use butter to crisp it yet, but you
Yeah,
can
but
replace
isn't
that
there?
with like
There's
neutral
vegan
I don't
butter.
butter.
know what phyllo dough is made out of, to be honest.
I wouldn't. I don't really know. I mean, it probably depends on like the quality of phyllo dough you're getting and stuff like that. Cause like mass-produced phyllo dough, I really don't know. They could use a vegetable shortening for that.
That's true.
Hmm.
I'm not sure. Would have to
Mm.
check it out.
Yes.
But yeah. But no, I love like the people who make it and they get like the fancy chocolate molds for it,
Hmm.
and then they like break it open and it just looks so beautiful, so pretty.
Yeah, yeah.
I know.
That makes me
It's-
happy inside. It really does.
That's
Yeah,
good. We all need to find our little bit of happiness
we do.
in anything.
Especially in this day and age.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of my biggest happinesses is sleeping.
relax.
I
That's
love
so
sleep.
real.
It's so
I
So
love
real.
real.
sleep. I look forward to the end of the day.
Yeah.
I'm like, my
Mhm.
bed is calling me.
Yeah. I'm not
It's
gonna
like at the
lie.
same time, I don't want to go to sleep because then I know that once I fall asleep, the next day will be there and I won't get to sleep anymore.
Yeah.
You know? It's like
Yeah.
the sadness that my sleep will be gone that I don't even want to experience it so that I don't have to experience it being gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear ya. I count
Yeah.
down the days to Friday because then I'm like, once
Yeah.
Friday hits, I get to sleep in the next day,
Yeah.
and I get so
But
excited.
then the weekend goes by so fast. And
It
like,
does. I
You know, wait till
know.
Sunday.
But then, like, I wake up on Monday and I'm like, only 4 more days that I have to get up early. And I
you
just keep
know,
that countdown going.
a patient the other day said, she's like, I keep telling myself every day is like its own day. Like you're never gonna have that day again. And so she's like, I
Yes.
try to value it because like once that day's over, I'm never getting that day back. Like every
That's
day's a
true.
new day. And I was like, that
That's
was
true.
like weirdly inspirational, even though it's something we all know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then
but
again, they all
sometimes
blend
thank
together.
the Lord
Yeah.
that I never have to have that day again because I don't want it.
Yes!
I wish I never
Yeah,
had it
See,
in
there
the
are
there
first
some
are
place.
days
days I'm
where
like, I need this to go fast and be
yeah,
done and be on tomorrow.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
There are definitely those
It
days.
just, yeah. Oof.
And
Mm-hmm.
we can just hope that there's less of those days than there are of the other days.
Yes. Do you ever
Yeah.
feel like those days like string together? Like you'll just have like a bunch of those days like in a few weeks, and then like you'll go a
Like
while
bad
without,
days?
without having some really bad days. Like, like for me, like I've had some good, like it's been a decent year, but like all of a sudden, like over the last 2 weeks, I've had like numerous bad days at work where things are just like,
Mm,
are you kidding me? This is actually happening right now, kind of thing, you know?
mm,
And like we went on this whole little run where there's nothing bad happening, and now all
mm.
of a sudden it's like back to back to back to back.
Yeah, I guess I feel like sometimes things. See, now I don't know if it's like things string together or like it's just like you pay more attention to it once like for
That's
example,
true.
like in the
That's true.
morning, if I'm running behind then and like oh, I'm going out to my car. Oh, forgot my keys inside. Perfect.
Yeah.
And oh, all the lights are red and like everything just feels like it's not working out or something. And I don't know if
Yes.
it's because isn't all not
Yeah.
working out or I'm just paying more
Right.
attention to the things
Attention
not
to it.
working out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, because if you had, like, left earlier and all the lights were red, you'd be like, "Oh, it's fine, I got time."
Right, exactly.
You know?
You
Whereas,
would have
like,
thought
when you
Yeah.
nothing of
leave
it.
late or whatever, you forget your keys and, like, you start hitting all the red lights, you're like, "If I didn't forget my keys, I probably would've hit all the green lights."
Literally.
Yep. Yep. That's
Yeah.
exactly the thought process.
Yeah.
It is so funny.
And it like,
Yes.
cause then it's like, there are good things that happen within those days, but it's like you don't recognize them because you're so hung up on the bad things
Yeah,
that happened,
yeah.
Yes.
even though they might like, even times when it's like, dang it, I woke up late, and like, there are times where you might still get to the place where you needed to be on time,
On time,
but just the fact that you woke up
up
late,
late, just
just
kinda
like,
throws everything off.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And it's like, I don't know why I'm frustrated still, even though I
Mhm.
made it on time.
Right.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Oh, sometimes
Totally.
yeah, I really wish like your joy would hang on as tightly as like your frustration
Your
and anger does
frustrations.
sometimes. Like I sometimes I'm
Yeah.
just like frustrated and cranky and like people will be like, "What is wrong?" And I'm like, "I don't even know.
Oh
It was
no.
probably that
Yeah.
one thing that happened for
Like,
5
this one
seconds this morning and
person
I just
bumped
like
into me on the street, and I
like
just can't shake it.
yeah. Like it's just
But then it's like, is it something you need to learn then, Like,
Yeah,
to learn to hang on to those
right.
better
Yeah.
moments?
there are
Like,
moments.
is
Yeah.
it something that, like,
Yeah.
comes naturally to people. Like what it like what
Yeah.
exactly like I wonder like down to like the brain chemistry of it. Like what is different, you know?
That's
Right,
true.
yeah. That's a good
Yeah,
point.
or if it's just like the mindset, like you don't even know like have to hang on to the better moments, but like when the bad moments come. I mean, like, okay, I don't know if you guys remember, it was a while back. There's like this one like Disney movie or whatever. It's like Alexander and his no good, very bad,
Oh
terrible,
yeah.
something like that
Mhm.
day or whatever. And like
Never
in the
watched
movie,
it,
like the
but I
whole
remember the title.
like the whole point, like the aspect like at the end, he's like, like you have to have the bad days to appreciate the good days. And
Mhm.
like I don't know, every so often like that resonates with me cuz like you definitely do. Like if every day was a good day, then every day would just be a day. You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like in The Incredibles, if everybody was a superhero, there would be no
Mhm.
superheroes.
Yep.
Yes. So, so like yes, you have to have the bad days to definitely appreciate the better days.
Yeah.
But like I feel like you could just do that like in the bad days as well. Like you can just appreciate like the better moments
Yeah.
or
Mhm.
look forward to better moments because I feel
Yeah.
like sometimes like I have to have like that mentality. I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, like I'm just not here for it. But
Mhm.
maybe when I go home, I'll have an extra scoop of ice cream or or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just need to like, I don't know, go do something. Like today, I don't know. I was just like I wasn't angry, but it was just like I don't I told myself I was going to go for a walk. And then I was like, I don't feel like it. I don't want to. And then Suki, my dog, was like wagging his tail like, are we going to go on a walk? And I was like, no, cuz I don't feel like it anymore. And then I was like, that's not fair that he doesn't get to go on a walk because I'm in a mood or something for literally no reason. So then I go on the walk, and then I feel better after the walk. Like, sometimes you just gotta go do something. Take your
Mhm.
mind off of whatever, I don't know.
That's true.
And sometimes you just need to sit with the frustration, you know?
Yeah.
And like just like work through it. Like sometimes it's
Yeah.
like something that's like minimal enough that you can just like, okay, whatever, move
Brush it
on.
off, yeah.
But
Right.
sometimes you just genuinely need to be like, I just need a few minutes to like
Mhm,
process what just
mhm,
happened,
Yep.
allow myself to be upset about it,
Mhm.
mhm,
and then move on.
Feel the
mhm.
And
feelings. Just don't
exactly,
dwell on the feelings.
exactly. Maybe I need to throw on a song that lets me feel those
Yeah.
emotions. And
Yeah.
then after that song is
Yes.
over, you're like, okay, those emotions have been felt. I can move on.
Yes. Yes, those songs that like you make you want to like get in the car and drive and blast on full sound and like on those rainy days where you're just like you are
Like it's perfectly fine to do
Yes.
that as well.
Yes. Those are the days. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my.
Yes.
Well,
And with that,
With that, go have an amazing day
go
yes.
and
have
an
an
amazing
amazing
week,
weekend.
Yes.
Yes.
an
Amazing.
Take it
amazing
day by
month,
day.
Yeah.
amazing year.
Amazing year. Amazing decade.
Make
Amazing
it an
life.
amazing life. Thanks for tuning in. See you all next week.
Peace out.